Welcome to USA Facts and Quiz. Today's story takes us deep into the forests of Vermont, into a place where the land itself seems to resist human presence, where people vanish, often without a trace. This is the chilling story of the Bennington Triangle. Our journey begins in Bennington County, southwestern Vermont, a rugged land of rolling mountains, dense forests, and hidden valleys. At the heart of this mysterious region lies Mount Glastonbury, a mountain steeped in legend. But to understand its dark reputation, we must go back in time. In the 1800s, Glastonbury Township was a thriving community. Built around timber and charcoal production, the town boomed during the mid-19th century. The Bennington and Glastonbury Railroad brought in workers and supplies. At its peak, over 300 residents called the town home. But the mountain was restless. Landslides, floods, and financial troubles plagued the community. By the 1890s, the town was abandoned. The mountain reclaimed its land. Since then, Glastonbury has been considered a ghost town, a place best left undisturbed. Long before settlers arrived, local Abenaki tribes avoided the area. They believed Mount Glastonbury was cursed, inhabited by a malevolent spirit. Legends spoke of a stone man who could mimic the forest and devour the unwary. Others told of mysterious winds that could carry travelers away. It was a land of whispers, a place where reality seemed thin. The modern legend of the Bennington Triangle was popularized by author Joseph Citro in the 1990s. But the strange events that built this legend occurred decades earlier. Between 1945 and 1950, 5 well-documented disappearances occurred in this region, and none were ever solved. 1945, Mitty Rivers. On November 12th, 74-year-old Mitty Rivers, a seasoned hunter, led a party of 4 into the Long Trail area. Known for his knowledge of the mountains, Mitty was the perfect guide. As they returned, Mitty walked ahead to scout the path. Moments later, he was gone. A massive search was launched. Over 300 volunteers combed the trails, streams, and woods. Only one clue was found: a single spent rifle cartridge in a stream. No body, no other trace. It was as if Mitty Rivers had been swallowed by the forest. 1946, Paula Weldon. December 1st, 1946. Paula Jean Weldon, an 18-year-old sophomore at Bennington College, wanted to hike the Long Trail. She was seen by several witnesses, including a couple and a group of hikers. Paula was wearing a red jacket and jeans. She was cheerful and alone. She was last seen near Harbor Road. When she failed to return, a massive search was mounted. Over 1,000 people, including the FBI, scoured the region. Airplanes searched from above, yet not a single clue was found. Her disappearance led to the creation of the Vermont State Police. To this day, Paula Weldon has never been found. 1949, James E. Tedford. In December 1949, James Tedford, a 68-year-old veteran, boarded a bus from St. Albans to Bennington Soldiers' Home. Passengers saw him on the bus at the last stop before Bennington. When the bus arrived, Tedford was gone. His belongings remained on his seat. No one saw him leave the bus. No one saw him arrive. Tedford had vanished in transit. 1950, Paul Jepson. On October 12, 1950, Paul Jepson, an 8-year-old boy, accompanied his mother to a Bennington farm. While she tended to pigs, Paul played nearby. Minutes later, he was gone. Searchers with bloodhounds followed his scent to a nearby road. Then it vanished. Despite days of searching, Paul was never found. 1950, Frida Langer. On October 28, 1950, Frida Langer, 53, was hiking near Somerset Reservoir with her cousin. She slipped into a stream and returned alone to camp to change. She never arrived. Over 400 people searched the region multiple times. 7 months later, her body was discovered in a clearing previously searched. No cause of death could be determined, but the story does not end there. The Bennington Triangle holds more than 5 names. Other strange disappearances have occurred. In 1952, a man named John Harbour vanished while hiking the Long Trail. In the 1980s, 2 campers reported a fellow hiker vanished from their group. In 2008, a photographer went missing for 3 days, only to reappear, dazed and unable to explain what happened. And then there are the reports, hundreds of them, from hikers and locals. Strange lights hovering above the trees, whispering voices heard deep in the forest, sudden disorientation, as if the land itself were shifting. Witnesses speak of a feeling of being watched, of paths changing behind them. Several paranormal investigators have explored the region. In 2008, a team recorded high EMF readings near Mount Glastonbury. In 2013, a group filmed a strange humanoid figure, tall and gray, moving through the woods. Skeptics dismiss these as hoaxes or misidentifications, yet the frequency of reports is hard to ignore. Theories abound. UFO abductions, lights in the sky have been linked to disappearances. Time rifts, distortions in time and space causing people to vanish. Bigfoot or unknown creatures, large humanoid figures reported for decades. A hidden predator, perhaps a serial killer or unknown animal. Natural hazards, sudden sinkholes, hidden caves, or extreme disorientation. Skeptics argue the region is simply dangerous. The Long Trail and Glastonbury Mountain are remote and treacherous. Weather changes quickly. Wild animals roam freely. Yet the sheer lack of evidence, no remains, no belongings, remains disturbing, and the legend continues. In 2019, hikers reported seeing shadowy figures following them. In 2021, a drone operator filmed anomalous lights above the canopy. In 2023, a hiker vanished for 4 days, later claiming lost time and missing memories. Why do people vanish in the Bennington Triangle? Is it natural, paranormal, something stranger still? We may never know, but if you ever venture into the forests of southern Vermont, stay alert, stay together, and if you hear a whisper calling your name, think twice before you answer. Thank you for watching USA Facts and Quiz. If you enjoyed this story, please like, comment, and subscribe for more chilling American mysteries. And here's your quiz question of the day. Which U.S. state is home to the Bennington Triangle? Is it A, Vermont, B, New Hampshire, C, Maine, or D, Massachusetts? Post your answer in the comments, and we'll see you next time.